Welcome back to the channel. What I have for you today is the Eventlab Showdown. Now, we only have one. That would be more of a showcase, but I'm going to go to the Eventlab section in the Creative Hub and pick another one. But first up, let's get right to it. DNAST on the Beat presents Shipyard Autocross Battle. Autocross battle track made from shipping containers. We get the pop and lock emote, which is kind of cool because it feels like DNAST on the Beat would be like, I don't know, some sort of DJ. But anyway, we're going to get right into it. I already have it marked. Let's go in our weekly challenge car, I believe. Ooh, that was sick. Okay, doing good. The Shipyard Autocross Battle is right here. That's a weird place for it. Okay, not really in the shipyard, but I guess we're going to bring that to the drag strip. So, German, yes. BMW, I think. So from what it said, autocross. I don't really have that here. Okay, so this might be a little ugly. This one here is a drifter. I'm not sure what this is, and it's rear wheel drive. This one at least is all wheel drive. So let's go with that. The BMW M3 above it is a little aggressive with the aero package. Let's try this. Reminds me of like the ones like Travis Scott and those guys have. The weird color, the old M3. Here we go. So just one opponent. All right. And they get out on us nice in the M1. Ooh, this is tight. This is crazy. Trying to stay with them. Losing terribly so far. Really, what do you do here? We got to win so we can get that pop and lock emote again. Maybe at some point the Drivatar will kind of screw up, mess up, and we can capitalize. But so far, not so good. And this guy's pretty good. But this is a crazy Eventlab. Now, do I remember this? A little. Oh, we were able to get on the inside. Oh, that's heartbreaking. I can't let that happen. That was such damage to the car. Digital damage. I'm going to try and... Oh, no. We got to go back a little further. We're really just trying to get inside of this guy. Like I said, I don't think you can avoid the damage. He barely bumped my freaking rear end and then, you know, $30,000 in damage or maybe even total the car. You know, you can't get a new shell at this point. I don't know how many tries this is. I might just have to take the damage. I don't know. I can't get close enough to the end. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to go with that. Either way, we're in first. Still not a lap down. There we go. Finally hitting that second lap. We're losing wings. I think this is an all-out Mad Max battle here now. Very tight. Make sure you bring something that can handle. You might even want to like purpose build something to really give you just insane grip and handling. The faster you can maneuver, maybe not insane grip because you want to be able to turn around. You got to slide it a little bit using e-brake there. This thing is all-wheel drive, probably almost 100% sure that it is stock tire compound, but I like that the all-wheel drive is there. Oh my gosh, that was ugly. Slowing down to correct here. There we go. Definitely bringing the shipping container here to the festival site. I'm glad we made the move. We can get out in front of the Drivatar a little bit here on our third lap, coasting to victory. Now, what do we put against this? What do we have go up and see if they can take this down? I don't know. This can be beaten, but I do like it. It's a great use of one set piece. Make it the theme, put it everywhere, stack it tall, but the track, the layout is actually pretty fun. There you go. We've even got them leaned up on other ones. It really makes you think, well, you're not in a real shipyard. You're in a shipyard that's in like a movie, you know? Maybe the one in Long Beach if you saw that short video lately. There we go. Pop and lock emote. If you have it already, you get nothing. So that's cool. Actually, why don't we get money if we already have it? Just like if we already have a car, we can sell it and get the money. I don't know. Who am I? I'm just a guy. There you go. DNAST on the Beat. Complete Shipyard Autocross Battle. Now, take your little behinds over to Creative Hub if you want. Eventlab, Event Blueprints. What you have here is the Playground Games Editor's Choice tab. Then you have what's trending, best of the month, all-time greats, new, and then it's like ones you followed, favorites. They're all there, okay? If you want to, on any of these, you hit the right stick, and it'll give you some more information, the share code, blah, blah, blah. I'm really thinking about doing that one right there. North Japan Expressway Day. You know we wanted to go to Japan for Forza Horizon 6. I don't have to keep saying it. I think that's where I'm going to go. I feel like that's a good one. It's not necessarily a shipyard, but we don't have to be on the nose. Let's try this one out. It's popping. Let's see if it's any good. Okay, so we kind of loaded up here in A-Class. What is the... It's all retro sports cars? Okay. Now, I want to cheat a little and get an A, but we just came from B, and I know if I pick an A, that's what I'm going to pick. So, with that being said, let's go for this MR2 GT from 1995. Picking something from Japan. We're going to Japan. And this one, I remembered it handles, but I think it has a little bit of power too. So, B-Class is just right there and still not it, you know, for me. We do have tires on this, which is nice. In real life, this car would be amazing, but in the game, it's such a mismatch. Because there's no real fear. You're not really getting scared when you're driving, when you're turning. There's no real sense of speed. This feels slow and I'm already at 60. You know? Crazy. But here we go. We got the Lagonda somehow beating a freaking Mark IV Supra. Okay. Maybe this wasn't the best choice. I'm going to have to switch over to drafting here. I don't think it's terrible. We don't have to win. I'm not going to make that a prerequisite. Let's go back. I hit the wall and really lost speed, and I don't even know how I kind of got over there. I hit that bump and... Oh, the track. There was a difference in the track. Guys, understeer much. Wow. This thing has so much grip that I can't turn. Look at this. This is terrible. Okay. So we're going to regroup here. Now that I see what this is, I'm going to quit out. We'll give it a like. I had a stock Supra, Mark IV Supra. It's blue. It was like B646. And I think I'm going to go... Wow. I have to return to Mexico to modify my vehicle. I hate you. Yeah, I think I'm going to get this one here and tune it up B700, but make it for a Japanese highway. So we're going to leave it rear-wheel drive. What can we get? Honestly, just stupid here. So we can get this one. Can we get... We can get that. Can we get an intake? Oh my gosh, I love it. Let me get one more gear. No. We'll get the sports transmission. We can change the final drive. I like that. Everything else is kind of stock. Wonder if we can play around with this stuff at all. We could get Bomex. The trial one is sick. Why do they have all these Forza Horizon ones? There's, with a tasteful splitter, the big carbon one. I'm going to get this lip here because I like the stock bumper look. C West is absolutely insane. The trial's insane. KRC's like kind of cool. This is the Fast and Furious one, if you're interested. Oh my gosh, look at that mess. I think I'm just going to stick with the... Ooh, what the hell? Yeah, we're going to go with that Toyota one. That is weird. We have like an Aero. We have an Aero Supra going on. We'll get the trial side skirts and rear here. The trial one's kind of cool, but honestly, like the Forza one. What's the difference about the Forza one? Oh, we get a muffler? Oh my gosh. Whatever. We'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it because it meets up with the other parts of the kit. Let's go look at wheels. I got to get something heavy enough to go B700. These are all too... Oh, ugly as sin. All right. I will throw those on because it works for now. Can I get some suspension? I just want to lower it. You son of a gun. Let me put the Toyota back on. Is there anything else I'd... Oh, okay. So if we go with the KRC, we'll get B700. So there you go. That looks pretty cool. Spend a little bit of change. B700 just to run in Eventlab. Ugh. Designs and paints. Let's go to find new designs. We've got this cool one here from Duff. That one actually looks pretty cool. Let's try it. Let's load it up and then let's go to Forza Vista. Ooh, that looks nasty. Look how cool that looks. It's not really fitting the front bumper. I'm missing the Greddy. That's fine. The sides look awesome. The back is cool. Everything's really working out. The wing is right. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. So happy I did that. Tune the car. Gearing. We're tuned to 193. Right now we're going to leave that. We can change it if we need to, but I kind of like it. Alright, so let's go back to Creative Hub. This one's easy to find. It's right at the front of Playground Games Editor's Choice tab. Now, this is what you need when you go to Japan, just in case you guys were wondering. That would make the game so cool. Like, nothing against Mexico, but nobody has like an MDM car, you know? Oh, is that Mexican spec? No, it's not what it's about, man. There's so much history, culture, influence from Japan. Nobody's making you go to a Mexican highway. I know we have that, but they wouldn't do it. When we go to Japan, they're not going to have Mexican courses. It's just a weird place to go. They didn't want to go to America, I guess. Again, that would have been cool to go back to the U.S. But who am I? Look at me move through traffic with this B700 build. The MR2, it just didn't have it. Now, cornering's going to be where we have trouble, which is fine. That's okay. Really just one of those builds you suffer through, and then you get back into it. See if we can catch this lead pack here. 4th gear. Oh, no. Not bad, not bad. No tires, rear-wheel drive. We did get suspension, though. I'm glad I got that. Love that engine sound. No need to swap this one. This one comes with the good engine. Trying to save my back glass. If you noticed, it cracked terribly. I think we can get him on the straightaway. This thing is like all turbo. There's my brother from another mother. The black Supra. Got to keep this guy at bay here. Messing up my livery. Not cool, bro. Alright, this is where we shine. This is what I've made the car for. This straightaway. I don't think I can draft from back here. We have the bigger turbo. I feel like I'm catching up. It's taking... Oh, 7 laps! 7 laps! Okay, so if you keep your nose clean here, you're definitely going to catch up. If you have a straightaway car. Oh my gosh. Where the pieces come together is a... That's a day wrecker. Oh my gosh. Man. This is tough. They're so much faster than me through the corners. I really have to baby it. Maybe I'll start sliding it. Maybe that'll be a little better. I'm just so leery of those walls. As you should be, right? They're walls. We're driving. Oh, getting passed by a Beamer. Not good. Well, I thought I had a good one here, guys. I must have left too much on the table. Got the 850, 750 CL, whatever that thing is. Everybody's passing me now. Too much power. Not enough tire. Wow. It was fun, though. It was fun building it. It was fun getting a livery. Yeah, going backwards is never fun. Let me see if I can employ some tricks here and get up with that lead pack. We'll see what we can do. I really didn't realize how much this track was turning, because that first little bit I got in the MR2 was all straight away, and man, did I get bait and switched. Okie doked. Rope-a-doked. This was not fun. To be tricked. Oh. But I'm trying to do like some wall scraping or something just to get up with the lead pack there. And it's not even working. Let me do one more thing. Let me try to save this, guys. I'm going to throw one more thing at it. And this is a lot of benefit of the doubt, you know what I mean? Let's actually sort by A. There you go. Performance class. So retro supercars here with the A class. Is there anything better? Now, of course we have this, but we know how good that is. Other than that, I really don't think I have anything. That's just, you know, better at handling, those sort of things. Let's try this. We haven't tried this in a while. The Art Sylvia with the weird, yeah, body conversion. What is it, a Dodge? Who knows? Got the flat nose on there. No rear. Can't believe that's in the game. That's actually pretty cool. And I don't think I'm going to finish this one because it is 7 laps. There's really no point. But I do want to give it at least the college try. Let's see if at A class it's better. Here we go. Nice launch, all-wheel drive. This one should handle a little bit better. B700, you can get some things, but you can't get it all. Will we be able to push this through the corner and stay competitive? Let's do a lap. Hitting the curb, never good. Guys, if you noticed, all I did was hit that transition from this to those 3 lanes there with the arrows, and it stopped me dead. Not good. Could be the car. Very low front end, but hey, who's going to be racing a Japanese, expressway, whatever, without a low car? So we'll try this again. Try to stay out of that far left one. Okay. So a little better. I was more worried about the transition not braking, but man, that is one bad thing they really need to address for they really need to address for Eventlabs, is how those pieces come together. Yeah, the walls, arguably you shouldn't be hitting the walls, but that really does take you out, because if you just bounce off them, other people bounce off them, that makes sense. But if you get completely stopped like you're hitting a tree, that's not how walls work. So, I wasn't going to pick this one, per se. I hadn't really decided yet, but man, that was a huge knock. And I don't think it's even against the creator. It's just, these kind of tracks, these Eventlabs, it's just, you're at the mercy of that system, right? And then you find out this car is so low, I couldn't go up over that curb. That is awesome. So I'm not really doing any better here. This is an all-wheel drive. This is doing okay. We are on this long stretch, right? Yeah, lap 2. This track feels fun. The layout is great. I've had a couple things go wrong. Let's see if we can emulate here. I'm even going to try and slow down. Or duplicate, yeah. My rear wheels came in the air. So, on that note, yeah, it may not be a fair comparison, because it wasn't in the festival playlist and they didn't really ask for it, but congratulations to DNast on the beat with Shipyard Autocross Battle. We loaded in, it was all BMW B700, and you get pitted against an M1, because then they have the 1M, the 1 Series M car, which they had to name something different, because they didn't see that in the future having a 1 Series, but we're up against that car, and at the start, man, it's daunting. You feel like, okay, I'm never catching that guy, but if you stick to it, you can persevere. You're going to get your car banged up, but if you stick it to the inside when the Drivatars follow the racing line, you can get position and then stay there. So that's how you're going to get it. If you actually need to get this pop and lock emote reward, if you don't have it already, you may have to get a little banged up, but I really liked this one compared to the other one. This one worked. Okay. We had a nice theme. The other one did as well. We're sticking with one building block here. It's simple. The Shipyard Autocross Battle, it was a tight course, but it still felt fun. All that was done at the festival, the drag strip. It really transported you to another, it did its job. Good Eventlab. On the other one, I think it was, Forza's fault, my fault for bringing that type of car, but you should be able to play the game. And I think it's just a lack of play testing that goes into Eventlabs, because all the stuff in the game, Forza, if there's a bug, they fix it. I guess they don't patch, Eventlabs. But with that car I just had in there, I'm glad I went in and got an A-class car. That was unplayable. Of course, hitting the curbs, I can't even go up onto there. That makes sense. The car's low. It's got a lip. Okay. The walls, I was getting caught on the walls. That happens a lot in Eventlabs. No biggie. We're used to it. It shouldn't happen, but we're used to it. But man, when your road surface transitions in the other car, maybe the MR2, it actually tossed me to the side a little bit. Now, but in the Sylvia, my rear wheels came off the ground. So it's just unfortunate. It is a great Eventlab if you take those things into consideration. Bring a car that doesn't have crazy ground effects that's slammed. I know it's Japan. You want to, but if you want to race that course, it was a great race. A little long in the lap department, but you know, you don't really have the option to go longer, so that's what the creator wanted there. But it's not too long of a track. If you take a fast car, you'll click through them pretty easy. Yeah, but I like the theme. I like the Japanese highway. I so hope we have that in Forza Horizon 6. That would be great, because I'm a Civic guy, I'm a Honda guy. That's like what they do there. But long story short, there's your winner. D-Nast on the beat. The North Japan Expressway from Sweezy 9395. If you're watching this a little later and it's no longer here in the Playground Games Editor's Choice, there's the share code 118484676. This is a good one. Just some unfortunate things that we found out are incompatible. That's going to be your Eventlab Showdown for today. I know we had to kind of force it because we only had one. It is what it is. Let me look through the festival playlist to Autumn Storm Season, 1 Eventlab. So it's a theme, apparently. 1 Eventlab. Don't they know I do a showdown? It is what it is. By this time right here, this will be 17 days in the future. We definitely will know the future of Forza Horizon in regards to the Tokyo Game Show. And one more thing, I think I'm going to go Dia de Muertos. I looked at the rewards. Track day is pretty much all Porsche 911s, I think. And that's cool, but whatever. Let's go Dia de Muertos. You always see me in Sugar Skull attire and things like that. I think they're awesome. It's just one of those things. Like, everybody has their little thing. That's a cool design to me. And, I mean, you see them right there in the thumbnail. It's going to be around Halloween, and that's why I'm picking it. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel, because Wednesday we're going to be back doing all of the daily challenges that are left, all 6 of them, and rounding out and wrapping up this summer festival playlist. And in between now and then, maybe I'll get to work on some of these other things I haven't done yet. Remember, I'm going to try and 100% this series if I remember. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Later.